Okay, today I was popped into the Dementia Cafe at the Taleem Centre in Savile. We've got Maggie and Brian here with us today. Hello Maggie and Brian, thank you for the interview. First of all, to start, do you want to tell us a little bit about the cafe that you run here?
Yeah, the idea is that we wanted to run cafes for people who live with dementia and their carers and the family as well. A fun place for people to be able to come to, which isn't going to the doctors or going to the hospital, and where people can meet other people in the same circumstances. It can be very isolating, being a carer. Even living in an extended family, very often it can fall to a single person who can be isolated, with the person with dementia. So what we're aiming for is sort of like to try and sort of like build up peer support for people. People can share their story, have a chat with other people about what's been on television, what the weather's been like, or what Nelly or what people have been up to, just in the last week or couple of weeks. And that's the idea.
Right, so it's a nice get-together for people suffering from dementia as well as the carers.
Absolutely, and we try and give, we look after them so we can wait on them, so to speak, so they're in a nice relaxing atmosphere and be themselves as much as they can do.
We can also as well act as an information point as well, where we keep information about other services.
Right.
We're very, very keen to work with other services and supplement existing services. So we're working closely with the Bishop Miller Centre and with the local Alzheimer's Society and with the memory services, particularly with the adult nurses who do a really good job. So again, we're sort of like we can let people know about those other services.
Just for people who aren't aware of dementia, would you like to just explain a little bit about what it is?
Dementia, it's to do with memory, it's to do with memory loss. There are different forms of dementia and different causes of dementia, but essentially it's about when you start to lose your memory. Now it's an odd thing as well because people's long-term memory won't be affected, so people will be able to remember sort of like things when they were young or songs from ages and ages ago. But ask somebody what's happened 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago and that'll be wiped. It's a little bit like somebody's recording heads that don't work anymore, but they've still got the thing sort of like from a long time ago.
So for nostalgia, we try and play music from the older years, try and memories that way and encourage that sort of thing because they always love music, so that's really important. So there is music playing low level in the background, and they can say, "Oh, can you remember this song?" And
we haven't got it playing at the moment. We've got some lovely South Asian music from the 1960s, for today.
Right. Okay.
It's all about the atmosphere. Very much about the atmosphere.
And the cafes themselves, is it yourselves who are running the cafes? How are the cafes actually being funded at the moment?
We're very, very lucky into having money from Kirklees Community Partnerships. They funded us for 2 years to run the cafes, and what our aim is to enable carers and volunteers to keep the cafes running so that once our involvement finishes, the cafes will continue to run with volunteers and with carers, and hopefully through the community championship program that we can train people up so that they can lead the cafes.
Right. So shortly we'll be running 6 cafes in North Kirklees, and we've recruited 30 volunteers to help. So we've had tremendous response for people to help with the cafes and obviously promote dementia awareness.
And regarding the volunteers, are you still out there looking for volunteers? Do volunteers need to understand dementia or be a carer?
There is a procedure for the volunteers. Everybody has to have a CRB check. So obviously there are forms to complete. There are training, 2 parts of the training, induction training, there's dementia awareness training. And no, they don't have to know about dementia because we'll try and support any development we can to encourage that, but it is part of the training. So, and obviously their development is ongoing. It doesn't stop just because they've been on 2 parts of the training. It is carried on forward.
And just come back to the cafe here today. How long has this cafe been running?
This is our launch today.
It is our
very, very first.
which I should have read earlier. But I wanted you to say it rather than me.
Yeah, we specifically waited until after Ramadan, so we sort of wanted to have sort of like a launch today. We're going to be running two cafes here in Savile Town, a men's cafe and a women's cafe, because I think it's important. And our first women's cafe will be on the 29th, and then thereafter it will be on the 4th Thursday of every month, and then the men's cafe will be on the first Tuesday of every month thereafter. I can't remember the date for the first one.
The first one, the 29th is for the ladies in September, and the 11th of October for the men.
Yeah, right. So,
And as for the launch, I mean, we can tell by all the sound around it that it is quite a successful launch.
Thank you. We've got an Asian food as well to help, obviously keep as authentic as we can.
Yes.
In the little China cups and sauces, which is all about the cafe. Yeah, it's buzzing. It's great.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Well, we wish you all the best in your project. You've done a wonderful job here. It's always good to meet people who give so much time for the community projects. And let's hope the cafe continues well into the future.
let's hope we can get the word out as well.
Absolutely, and thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And anybody that wants to contact either myself or Brian for any more information, any leaflets to be sent out in the post, with pleasure. That's not a problem. Our contact details are on.
Yeah, our contact details are here. You can contact Margaret on 07969 339 435, and she'll gladly help you.
Thank you.
Brian only gives Margaret's number.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I'm the big cafe coordinator at all the cafes, so try and do that, but absolutely.
Well, Maggie and Brian, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. And again, we wish you all the best in this, and we will try and assist you as best as we can.
Thank you so much. Lovely.